Alright, what's crack-lacking, people? It's your boy Big Stank, and we're going to talk about some serious shit today. We're going to talk about some gun control, the Sandy Hook shooting, the media, you know, all things involved in this current situation. Okay? One, let me say right off the bat, I'm very sorry for everyone's loss in the Sandy Hook shooting. Okay? I have 3 children myself. Um, and they're all in elementary school. So, this is something that very easily could happen to me. So it's really sad, and my heart goes out to everyone involved. Um, all right, now that that's out of the way, why do people always got to blame the gun when something happens? You know what I'm saying? Why are we blaming guns and not the person holding that said gun? You know, I don't understand it. Why do people call for everyone to be punished who are responsible gun owners? Because of somebody, I mean, the only thing that gun control is going to punish is legitimate legal gun owners. Those are the only people it's gonna hinder and harm. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm saying, drive-by shootings. Those people don't use guns they went and bought at Walmart and the Bass Pro Shop and Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, they buy guns they bought off of fucking Jose out the back of a fucking pickup truck in an alley somewhere. You know, those are the guns that they use, and they're still going to be able to get those guns. Okay, they're the bad guy store gun store is not going to close. They're still going to have their gun store. So anyway, I don't understand why people they automatically got to assume that gun control is the answer right off the bat when it's not. Gun control is not the answer to this problem. This is a problem. Don't get me wrong. This is a problem, but I don't think it's a gun problem. I believe it's a mental health problem. Okay, and also, I want to read you guys something that Morgan Freeman said. Let me get here to it. All right, and this was the title of this little thing I seen was Morgan Freeman's brilliant take on what happened with the Sandy Hook school shooting. All right, and this is the quote. This is the Morgan Freeman quote of what he said here. It says, "You want to know why? This may sound cynical, but here's why. It's because of the way the media reports it. Flip on the news and watch how we treat the Batman theater shooter and the Oregon mall shooter like celebrities. Dylan Kelbold, if that's how you say his name, and Eric Harris are household names. But do you know one single name of a Columbine victim? Disturbed people who would otherwise just off themselves in their basements see the news and they want to top it by doing something worse and going out in a memorable way. Why grade school? Why children? Because he will be remembered as a horrible monster instead of a sad nobody." CNN's article says that if the body count holds up, in quotation fingers there, uh, this will rank as the second deadliest shooting behind Virginia Tech, as if statistics somehow make one shooting worse than another. Then they post a video interview of third graders for all the details, what they said, what they saw, what they heard while the shootings were happening, so on and so forth. Fox News has plastered the killer's face on all their reports for many hours. Any articles or news stories yet that focus on victims and ignore the killer's identity? None that I have seen, because they don't sell. So congratulations, sensationalist media. You have just lit the fire for someone to top this and knock off a daycare center or a maternity ward next. You can help by forgetting you ever read this man's name, by remembering the name of at least one victim. You can help by donating to mental health research instead of pointing to gun control as the problem. And you can help by turning off of the news. Turning off of the news. You hear how I said that? Okay. Anyways. So, now what do I think about this? I think this man is brilliant, and it really was a brilliant take on what happened. Okay? I don't think anybody could have said it better than Morgan Freeman. Alright? It's fucking Morgan Freeman, man. Come on. Um, and he's dead on. He's dead on balls accurate with what he says here as far as, it's because of the way the media reports it. Just look at the news and wait until you see, just okay. Go back to the day, say go back and just search, all the events, after the Sandy Hook shooting, all the things that happened. Go back and check that out. The day after it happened, the day after it blew up on the news, about what happened. The day it happens, the day after, go back and look, and watch, and see how many arrests were made, about people communicating threats towards schools, people caught with guns on the way to school, so on and so forth. That type of stuff. Go look and see how many people, how much that happens, and that's because these fucking batshit crazy people, you know, that shouldn't be allowed to reproduce, or even be a part of the general population. They sit at home and they watch the news and they see this and they're like, you know what? I am going to top that. I'm going to do better than this. You know? That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Keep this shit off of the news. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you seen anything about a drive-by shooting on the news? Unless it involved, a couple of white kids in suburbia somewhere. When was the last time you seen anything about that? When was the last time you seen anything about the children who've been killed by drone attacks, off in the Middle East, combating terrorists? When was the last time you seen anything about them? It's a, point at gun control here. That's not the thing to do. The thing to do, some of this fucking antidepressant shit I think needs to be cut out. Some people's brains may not fire correctly, but I don't think that you are going to make a medicine that's going to make my brain fire right. And if anything, it's going to make me more crazy. I think. That's my personal opinion. I'm sure they work for some people, but I'm not an antidepressant person. I don't think I could ever take them. I'd much rather smoke a little pot for antidepressant instead of taking some kind of pill. At least I know where the grass came from. But that's a whole nother different topic, and maybe I'll make a video on that. But speaking of which, antidepressants and stuff, that's another thing. I seen it on Twitter. Joe Rogan tweeted it out. It was a list. Matter of fact, I'll even try to find it and maybe add it to this video. I'm not gonna be able to do it right now, but come back tomorrow or so, and I'm sure it'll be there. But I'm gonna try to add it to this video. It was about school shootings and antidepressants. How many of those people were on antidepressants? So on and so forth. Stories. About said attacks and shit. So I'll try to put a link in the description for that. But what is the point here, people, in pointing at guns when something like this happens? We don't point at the knives when the same day the Sandy Hook thing happened, 22 kids in China got attacked in a school with a knife. How many people are screaming about legislation to keep people safe from knives? How many people are talking about that? Nobody. The fact of the matter is, it's not like school shootings are happening every day. Okay, your odds of getting killed in a car accident are way more than getting killed while you're in school. Okay, now the odds might be getting better, but you still got better odds of getting killed in the car than you do sitting behind your desk at school. And I'm sure that there'll be more things now. Cops will be everywhere. As a matter of fact, I got a tweet from my local sheriff's department's Twitter, and a call from my kids, or from the superintendent of schools for this area, stating that from now on there will be school resource officers at elementary schools, and not just on call. The one at the closest high school or middle school. So that's a good thing. And I think that's something that they should do. I think that there should be like a security force type thing, that handles schools, be it the police department, be it whatever, what I'm saying, be it some third party, some kind of security force that they pay, something. So that I think is a step in the right direction. I know, guys, I ramble on a lot. I got a lot on my mind. I probably should actually sit down and write some of this stuff down so that I got little points to touch on instead of rambling on this. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Instead of rambling on this and rambling on that and going off on this and going off on that. But you know what? That's just how I do. I hit the record button, and what you get is what you get. But anyways, what are you guys' thoughts on the subject? Well, I mean, I'm all about a good debate. Okay, I don't mind debating one bit. Okay, if your opinion differs from mine in this video, leave me a comment. You know, let's talk about it. Don't be a douchebag about it, or you will be blocked. Okay, but leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. You know, I'm kind of telling you what I think. You know, so tell me what you think. Um, Tell me how you feel about it. Tell me, you know, what do you think could be done to rectify these situations? You know, what can be done to prevent this stuff? I'll tell you what can be done to prevent it. Nothing. Okay? People are fucking crazy. People are going to stay crazy. People are always going to be crazy. There's been crazy people as long as there's been people. Okay? So you can't take the crazy out of people. You can't take the evil out of people. It's still going to happen. If it's not with a gun, it'll be with a knife. If it's not with a knife, it'll be with a stick, a club, a rock, a brick, something. Okay? Evil people are going to do evil things, and if they're you know, if their tools are not easily available to them, then they're going to improvise. They're going to come with other tools. Okay, you know, I mean, you see how the insurgents do it over in Afghanistan and shit. You know, with the whole you know, IEDs and stuff. You know, I mean, they make a bomb out of anything. You know, and drop people all the time. So, you know, like I say, gun control is not the solution here. The solution here is figuring out a way to not make people batshit crazy, I think. But anyways, you guys, tell me what your thoughts are. Leave a comment. You know, if you dislike the video, tell me you dislike it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or don't. I don't care. Either or. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making this video to make friends. I'm not making this video to make money. I'm only making this video to say my piece. You know, say my thoughts on the subject. And I got a lot more thoughts on the subject. It's just I don't want to inundate and bore people with a, you know, with a 30-minute long video of my thoughts on shit like this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm about to watch this again before I even put it up. So this may not even be the final one. This may not even be the one that you get to see. But, you know, we'll see. So anyways, leave your thoughts in a comment. So on and so forth. Let's have a debate. Don't be a douchebag. Alright, peace.